I've never seen this guy. He's new to me in this scene, and I like what I saw from him. To start off, that wall was really cool. Basically pushes everyone into that tin can where it's easy right clicks to clean on up.
Yeah, so I'm looking at past teams. It says Destined here, and I wonder if there are maybe other teams not noted on this. The name sounds so familiar in DSR, but maybe just through Twitter clips in the player. Because yeah, that's a nice little take on an agent on a map that we've seen plenty of times, where it looks like force up here from EZ5. At the very least, Pancake's gonna have a Spectre in hand, looking to get that spike planted. And Pecky looks to swing around that too. Playing around it quite nicely. A 4v4 situation. Spike is planted. The rest of the Night Squad be bringing up the rears. Calm gets completely pinched. Now, I wonder if those three are spotted out here. Do have a pinch onto the site. EZ5 down to their last three. Stinger in hand. Gucci forced out of the corner. It's Exalt to push forward, but he didn't have his weapon out. Fortunately, Zip is there. This was EZ5 to force, but the round might go the other way. They're running out of time here as the defuse comes through. It's low HP. Pancakes looks to get inside the smoke, but Silence will get it to half. Exalt will finish it off, and Knights will punish the force.
Yeah, that was looking like a really strong round to start off for EZ5. They find that opening trade into the 4 versus 4, and they get that spike down on site, but the Knights take that second. They don't greed for it. They group up, play that retake together, and play it effectively. Find themselves that 2-0 advantage, and the punishment for that force buy is Sheriffs for EZ5. We know they can be strong with them, but Spectres, if you can just work that run and gun wisely, can be a pretty strong counter.
And this is kind of reminiscent of what we saw from NRG, right? They would lose the pistol, they would force up in round 2, then they couldn't buy in round 3, and it wasn't until round 4 that they were kind of slapping together a pretty weak buy, or at least light shields on some members, which never feels great. So EZ5 gonna succumb to the pressure there in losing that force. They try and find something with the Sheriffs. Not gonna grab anything just yet, just trading out utility, fighting for the Showers control. The spike slowly creeping up. A short. Smokes come out. Oh, Zip gonna play just on the outside. The one-way smoke not needed. It was the dark cover that allows Zip to find that kill as the spike goes down in a tough spot. Knights look to secure another round.
Yeah, looking pretty likely here. Exalt in a good spot to shut it down. What the spike doing? Why is it just floating there? Got stuck on something, but EZ5, they seem to be stuck out of this round.
What the spike doing? I think this is okay. It's on the ledge there of the teleporter.
I love Valorant.
There's also a trip that you can slap down on the other side of the teleporter to try and stop anybody from pushing through U-Haul. We don't get that one just yet. Maybe
30 seconds
that's
left.
Not news to many, as Calm hopes to do some damage here. A really solid player in that NRG matchup. Unfortunately, not able to get it done with the Sheriff this time, as a flawless round swings the way of the Knights. 3-0 is where we find ourselves. EZ5 will finally be able to full buy here.
I kind of rate a Sentinel player on how big of a rat they are, and I would say Calm is a pretty big rat. He's really good at just hunkering down. I don't mean that in a mean way whatsoever. I mean in just being strong on those lurks, being strong and finding themselves in a cringe little corner and shutting everything down. He's a player that has impressed me thus far when he plays his Sentinel role, and he's a pretty good one-for-one addition, because Corsonics was that same exact role. I think it was maybe some issues with mental, with team dynamic that led to them not going forward with Corsonics, but Calm, I'm glad to see him back playing, because I think there was a big period of time where he didn't have a team.
Sage wall used out towards B long. I guess you could say it doesn't belong there. As the
only halfway through, Tanner, please.
As the dark cover is on the site, are hopefully going to shroud me from that horrible pun. Playing on the opposite side of the wall. Kempeki able to take the site and find a frag out towards long. Octagon position, a DSR goes spotted as well. D-Cop able to sniff that one out and find the frag. This has been so interesting. It's been Knights on the flank just about every single round. They're in the attacker's position once the attackers have assumed the site, and they do it quite quickly, right? The spike's not even down yet, and they don't know, I guess, that they're on the site. There's a dark cover, was blocking the vision. maybe a rotate could have gone through spawn, but instead they're now privy that the spike is planted out towards B. A couple of snake bites to work with for Ziff here to try and clear some angles. It's not going to find a full kill unless it's on a low HP member like that Sova. And we're seeing one goes out to try and clear things over towards the Cubbies. Decop going to find a kill on low HP. Pancakes is there for the trade, and Campecchi to close it out. Ziff the last to fall as EZ5 hop on the board.
Yeah, really strong round there out of EZ5. They'll finally work their way into a round. And Knights, I liked what they were showing there because they still had some of the Spectres, some of the lesser arms. So they do some interesting things. DSR, another wall towards long. He just had the one segment there and was completely hunkered down behind it. The initial players from EZ5 walked past, but I think the discipline got the better of him. He waited a bit too long, and like the third player up to bat went back and checked on him, so that play was shut down. But, you know, could have been something interesting. However, the deal with those Sage walls is that once you do them once, they're really not going to work again.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was headed. Is it stings to not get any value because now that angle will always be checked. So to let it kind of go by the wayside like that. And speaking of unchecked angles, it was DSR on top of the wall, this time out towards mid, able to find the frag onto one. There's another kill, swings the way of Knights. It's Ziff to take down Common. DSR again backs away, finds the frag onto Decop. So things looking really solid here for the Knights thus far. And I mean, they're coming off a bonus round loss, battling back heavily in this. It cuts it down all the way to just the Viper, who has the ultimate available, the spike to work with. This is a scary spot, though, because of where the spike is and the way that Knights have been playing. Gucci has to clear literally everything, expecting somebody on the flank. So he's going to take his time in doing so. Will now creep towards that B site.
His utility up is keeping 2 at bay. Knights, they're stuck into this 2-2 split. And if you notice the setup, that Sova's rather isolated. The swing from spawn will likely come to trade that if Gucci's able to find the first frag. But it's an opportunity to isolate these duels still. Gonna be a monumental task. The real road to victory is getting that spike down, getting that ult up.
Poison orb emitting.
Util goes up. Sova gets spotted, but Makalov gonna find the frag. Gucci in a 1v4 situation, not able to clutch things out as the Knights will grab their fourth.
I love the aggression we're seeing from the Knights. That cheeky Sage Wall from DSR, he pops up on top and is a double swing. Kind of that upper-lower aggression works really well for them to start to open things up. And then EZ5, it looked a little uncoordinated. They didn't have a clear solution to that. We're trying to...
Nice.
Thank you, Ito. Thank you to our replay op for that lovely replay. I can't do this anymore.
This is the resignation from the on-air talent if the memes continue. No, we love that. We love that the on-the-fly memes coming on through. The love and the joy that Valorant continues to bring us as a whole as we get to see a Viper's Pit, but it's on the side of the Knights. So Ziff to be holding things down here inside the green domain, and we'll see if anything is found inside the green screen. No, Decop able to find the frag right through it. Ziff just standing in the wrong spot as DSR looks to make another play with the barrier orb. Will decide against. Pulls out the Phantom. This is a tough spot to be in. You probably had a whole lot of eggs in that basket. Now the wall goes up. Campecchi gonna go up as well. Finds a frag. No, it's Gucci. Get Campecchi out of dodge as a Viper's Pit traded out on the site. And this time, it's up to Gucci to stay alive as that spike goes down.
Oh, this is such a strong post plant to contend with. The Viper's Pit already up. A Hunter's Fury, kind of that second line of defense, and Calm holding down the flank. Trip set up. Well, for the moment, keep Makalov at bay. I feel like this just has to be a save. Time's already ticking down. Maybe they can look for a tad bit of damage, but the player that they're likely to find contact with first, it's going to be Calm. He just has a Sheriff. Who cares if he's going to lose out on that one? And I like the call from Knights. They're just going to hold on to this one. Their money's at a point where they'll definitely be able to buy up next round, and keeping 3 rifles helps it.
And retaking that B side is already kind of a pain enough, let alone having a Viper's Pit as well, right? You have so many angles to clear out. I think that's why we see Knights kind of play on that quick rotate, that quick lurk, or that quick flank, because it doesn't leave a whole lot of room for error, room for question as to where EZ5 are going to be playing on that retake, right? Are they back towards elbow? Is somebody in U-Haul? Well, if you've already taken that position and your players just died from those positions, you get that information rather than kind of moving around the defender side of spawn, maybe teleporting and hoping there isn't somebody in hookah. So in that round, we see the Knights not doing that, and they're forced to forfeit that one. So 4-2 the scoreline. EZ5 are able to cut their deficit in half. Now they have to keep moving forward, and it's hard to do because the economy for the Knights, it's just so good at this point.
Yeah, it's really strong. It's going to take probably 2 more rounds on the trot to break it, maybe even more because of that save in the previous. So for EZ5, I like that they're not kind of getting over aggressive with this pace. They know they have to be very thorough in clearing out around this sage wall because there could be someone in any little corner. Shocks go forward, won't find anything. Instead, it's ESR swinging past it to pick one up. The sage play has been impeccable from the Knights.
And Paranoia not going to find too much, so it's just going to deny a push from that way. It actually maybe was hoping to help Kempeki. He's able to get on the site free of charge. We'll get tagged out as DSR finds another. It's Calm to finally trade things out. Makalov looking to hold things down. Sprays down one, but it's red in the kill feed to even the odds. The 2 remaining for the Knights are going to rotate over here. Snakebite looks to delay the plan for just a second. Exalt finds one. Kempeki falls. Now it's all up to Gucci, but it's Ziff to close it out. Just about everyone hopping on the board for the Knights as they will grab a 5th.
I love that for the Knights. No respect given. They don't wait for the spike to come down. They don't wait for that Viper and that Raze to establish with their strong post-plant utility. Instead, or excuse me, not the Raze, the Viper, and I forget who the other alive was there, but the Raze, of course, on the side of the Knights. But my point still stands. They just took things quickly, used that showstopper to shut it all down immediately, and were able to net themselves the round. Knights, they just have a great read on this pacing. They're fine with EZ5 playing slow because they can get aggressive. They can find themselves the opener and then chill right back down. Ults available still for EZ5, but it's just the eco. They're still going to invest them.
Yep, a round is a round. It feels good to kick things off like that. Makalov catches pancakes out, trying to lurk. Kempeki hops around the corner. The blades will fall as well. Makalov looking to make things hurt. 3 ultimates used on the side of EZ5. The Neural Theft to grab all the information that they need. The spike will slowly creep away. It's not going to hit that teleporter just yet. Calm does get spotted out on Decop. Laying inside the halls here, narrowly missing out on a timing there. And maybe it's Makalov who misses out on the timing because Decop going to swing around, find the shots to the side of the head. The Sova goes down, as does the spike. The 3v3 retake to commence. But again, it's that playing from the back halls with 0 information for the Knights. And it looks like they all want to charge up on it. Paint shells go through. They're able to take down the drone. One player out towards elbow, now known as one player gets tagged, pushing onto the side. It's Exalt to fall. Silence is able to trade things back, but low on HP. Needs to do everything they can as a poison cloud goes down onto the spike. Silence inside a hookah. It's only going to take a leg shot to get it done in a 2v1 situation. The lineups are coming, and Ziff is not long for this world. Now just looking to play exits as he's running out of time, running out of space. There's one, maybe to find the next as Gucci swings. The shots are good. The lineups, the shots, the lockdowns, the EZ5 round win.
3-5 now is the scoreline, still favoring the Knights, but EZ5 fighting their way back forward. What's punishing, though, for this squad is that it's been win-lose, win-lose, and the Knights came in with a stronger economy, so they've been able to keep buys up, but that round more important than anything else, because it was kind of a weird half buy. It was the blades up for Kempeki. It was a couple rifles on the board and a couple lesser buys, but they still managed to make it work and find their way to victory. I love this extension in the even odds. He pushes forward, gets that tad bit of information, and then they're ready to fight. The only job for the players on the site is to buy time for the post-plant setup of Gucci. Works perfectly for Gucci to win out in that 1 versus 1. Now EZ5, another chance to pull forward. Actually aggressed past the Viper wall, and it's the op from the Sage to shut it all down. DSR, another new trick in his bag.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. DSR has been so tricky in not only playing with the Sage walls, the utility's been so perfect, but the angles played as well. And now to add the operator play into that reservoir makes for a very strong player and a very strong defense here for the Knights. Up 2 rounds with a couple of ultimates to work with ahead of EZ5. ESR gonna hold that one-way angle. Not going to find anything just yet, unbeknownst. 3 players still hanging out that way. 1 out towards showers. The split might come through, but now things get slowed down. D-Cop, the next to fall. The operator to find the frag. The sprayed out onto Zip. He's good for 2, and DSR will find a 3rd. It's a flawless round for the Knights.
Whew, DSR is just cold with the operator. A 3K for the man to put things in a good position for his squad. And I mean, let's just really take a minute to give him props, because it's been the wall play, it's been the op play now, and EZ5 just hasn't found a solution. And it's because Knights they haven't stagnated. Like, it's been a new look every round. It's been a new tricky wall. It's been a new setup around their utility, and that makes it so tough to read, especially on the attacker side of a map that's already favoring the defense. But so it is good on EZ5 to find these 3 rounds. They can still definitely pull a respectable half, and this tactical timeout will likely help that.
Yeah, and it's early-ish in the game that they're calling this timeout, so they are still working to find the best they can get in this half. Obviously, 6-6 is all they can shoot for, but at the very least, for the 60 seconds, they're able to take stock of what they've got. Their economy coming into this round, they have that Viper's Pit to work with, and we saw it do wonders. We actually saw it do so well that the Knights just forfeited a round once that Viper's Pit went down. Yeah. So we'll see if that's kind of the same idea. It doesn't look like it just based off of where they're positioned right now, unless it's going to be a quick rotate after throwing that wall towards A, but it was a Viper's Pit on B that deterred the Knights from pushing. No, everybody looking to stack up towards A. So we'll see how this one plays out off the back end of a timeout. It's the Knights buying up whatever they can get. And I mean, that is a rough buy from this squad.
Yeah, EZ5 definitely bit on the back foot here. Definitely a do or die round, because this will reset their eco. And Ziff, what a great start. He can fall back. The dart reveals him, no problem. Damage dealt, no kill to follow. In exchange for that death, EZ5 has the site, and they have the pit to work with.
Okay, so pit down on the A site. Unfortunately, not finding the frags means, you know, Knights are going to be pushing right on through this one. Utility tossed out by Exalt to try and find anything there. Calm narrowly missing out on some extra damage. The one frag that went the way of Knights was the Frenzy. It was D-Cop with that one. Shuri now going to try and find something. Makalov hoping. Oh, finds a tag onto 2. So information at the very least. Knowledge is half the battle. Information is half the battle. Dark cover is going to go out as well. That spike yet to be planted. I think they're hoping to buy so much of a rotation that they can take that teleporter, but Knights aren't giving up everything. It's still DSR holding it down on the B site. Clock is still chipping away at Silence. Now looking to go on the flank as they continue to spray on through. The health bars just get worse and worse, Mimi.
It's tough. Drone coming forward. Ziff can fight off this Pancake, so swinging. Punish. Damage dealt. It's Gucci on top now. Down to just 1. The pit has fallen. It's Konpeki alone. It's Ziff to deny. An interesting one from EZ5, but it's not going to work into their favor. I think the goal was to try and just cut noise and then re-exec, except it was a little different than you normally see those plays because they already had the site. They didn't want to plant because everyone was low and the Knights still held so much control. They were waiting for the Knights to make a mistake, but it's just well controlled. They didn't push the pit. They didn't need to. And the second that they try and tap on that spike and the second that they try and get aggressive, Knights is fast to deny. EZ5 reset onto the eco here.
Everywhere.
That was interesting. I wonder if there's some kind of play, and this is me just theory crafting, obviously, in taking down the Viper's Pit to kind of sell that you've since left that site. Exalt gonna find that first frag that's on Calm on the opposite side of the map. Opshot gonna go wide. Makalov with the flick, though. Pops a grape of D-Cop. Looks for some more. Will send the body through the teleporter in a body bag. Now Pancake, Sheriff in hand, looking to find anything as Gucci gets one across the map. So damage onto 1 in terms of economy. Pancakes looking to find damage onto 2, but the double swing. Gucci's able to trade one back. So 3 players remain for Knights as they find their 8th. Now going into the last round of the half, EZ5 should have a full buy.
This is really the first time I've seen the momentum heavily rolling for the Knights. I found that streak of 3, and then it was the trades back and forth. Now they've cemented themselves in a good position. Op still in the hands of DSR and money across the board. For EZ5, they really do need to find this round, because you lose out here, you find yourself in that second half with the momentum heavily against you. Then Knights win the pistol with a 9-3 advantage, and they can pretty quickly close out. This is EZ5's map pick, so they have to get something done. And, ooh, what is the lineup here? For the Viper's pit, oh, it wasn't as cool as I thought it might have been, but still, it does cover a lot of space. Locks out hookah, locks out towards long, and does quite a bit for this squad. EZ5 still considering their options around this back. Can you see the heads? Oh, it's so narrow. Kompeki can. Finds a shot, shuts things down.
That's a tough place to be. I was wondering, it kind of looked like it worked just like a smoke would, but oh, that just wasn't the case. And now with Ziff off the table, it doesn't work at all. The Viper's pit goes down, and Knights cut down to their final 3. Decop gets that spike planted. No ultimates to work with, so it's just going to be the gun battles or the utility saved in the back pockets of either of these squads, or for EZ5, I should say, whereas ESR does have the res. It needs to get on the site to use it. Just trying to find some chip damage before pushing on. All 3 remaining. Paranoia goes through. Calm maybe gets spotted out. The resurrection in hand. They find the frags. They leave it all up to Silence, who gets spotted out not only by the neural theft, but by Decop. The frag will swing their way. EZ5 able to grab the last round of the half. 8-4 now as they mount their defense.
Yeah, it was a cool pit. I'll be writing that one down for the ranked games, but it doesn't work out for them. Just an unlucky gap found. Makalov dies early on, and then it was just Ziff trying to anchor down, and the pit wasn't enough to help him out. This is a good scenario for EZ5 to find themselves in, because we talked about how that momentum going into the second half could be tough. They've broken that, and now if they can win out on this pistol, I imagine this could get very, very competitive. They have both the Cypher and the double controller, so they have tons of utility to anchor down in these sites. Let's see if they can get it done, as it's Calm on the Cypher holding towards A. That's where the spike's postured from the Knights.
So tripwire there. Stop that push. Zolt take his position on the side. Calm inside the cage. Not giving up his position just yet. He's going to walk right into the family photo and get 0 value. 3 players lined up, but the frenzy wasn't enough for the spray down. The trigger discipline doesn't pay off for the side of EZ5 as they're cut down to just 3. Decop very low in health as well, as that spike hits the teleporter. They're looking to make a play towards B. A 5v3 retake here in the pistol, and EZ5 have a very tall task ahead of them in a very important round.
Yeah, Silence is already re-cleared towards long, so there's so much information. Know that they can extend out in that direction. DSR not checking Decop's position. He can get more done. No, Ziff denies it, so EZ5 cut down to 2. It's Pancakes trying to make the play forward. Timing allows him 1. Exalt not able to trade it out initially. Now Pancakes has an opportunity in this one, but it's a crossfire he's walking into. It's Exalt to swing. Shuts it down. Kompeki alone. Now a 1 versus 2. Ghost in his hand. Knights would set up for the post.
Just really no time on the clock. The 1 cloud burst used there as Kompeki looks to march onto the site. The swings from Exalt, just going to cut more time off the clock. The 3rd kill will go the way of the Rays for the Knights. They'll grab the pistol and grow their lead 9-4 here.
Yeah, the kills in spawn there. It was an opportunity for EZ5 to find a road back in, but the trade did come through. So they control so much space in that situation. They have a flank coming in through spawn. They control towards long. They control towards hookah. EZ5 had nothing to work with, and it's just off a nice little teleporter play. Now, the implication of that is a 5-round read for the Knights. It's a reset on the economy for EZ5. They're just going to have pistols here, and it's a likely 10th for the Knights squad. EZ5, still winnable for them, but this map pick definitely looking rough.
DSR able to find those 2 kills. The run and gun too strong, and we've seen what Calm's been able to do with the classic. Just not able to do it here. Decop able to find 1 back, so damage in the bonus just a bit. Now it's all up to Decop and Kompeki here to continue moving forward, to continue finding damage and quite possibly steal away the round. But again, it's Silent. Clear things out to grab so much ground At the very end of the day, just be a thorn in the side as Decop and Kempeki look to swing back that way. You're completely pinched. I mean, there's no reason to save here. You're very low on credits, and you don't just want to hang on to that Spectre. It looks like they are just setting up to find some exit frag positions as Decop comes on the corner. Silence, just perfect positioning. Kempeki's able to damage another on the round. Make it a third. Oh, make it. Oh, my goodness. 4 down for the Knights. Kempeki will fall to the spike. Ziff will stay alive, but bonus, it's not looking great for the Knights anymore.
No, that's best case scenario for EZ5. They're able to drop 4 out of 5 of those weapons. This is going to force a reinvestment out of the Knights. Now, this round becomes everything in this game, because if the Knights can win it, the eco damage that they have already dealt pushes the Knights onto a reset economy. It allows them that opportunity to build back into this game, but if they lose out here, if the force up from the Knights is successful, then things swing against them, and they might be reconsidering, actually. A couple lighter weapons purchased, they're still buying down to just a couple $100, so whatever happens here, Monday next round could be looking rough. Spike postured in towards B, just the Viper lurking out towards A of the Knights, and great shock dart to start things off strong at a Decop.
More chip damage coming on through the dark cover, so DSLR forced to use that heal nice and early and gonna be completely armorless and chipped away at on the Sage. Fake teleport. Hopefully going to buy some attention. It's not doing a whole lot just yet as 3 players stacked up on the A site for EZ5. It's a one-and-done position here for Kempeki, and still has the tailwind to work with. So hopefully can find that one before he is done, and narrowly just playing back, not giving up too much information on the entrance. But with 45 seconds, Knights are going to have to make a play.
Can try and sell something here. Thus far, he hasn't committed into it. EZ5, not a ton of information to work with. Pancakes does dish the smoke out in towards short. Paranoia to work with. That nades perfect onto Kempeki, and Exalt shuts it down. Pancakes, he needs to be the one to make a play forward. Adjustments perfect. Ixiguchi instead going up huge. Now the Knights are cut down to only 2 players. They're trying to work in towards this B site, but Spike's on the floor. Look at the time. Makaloff is such a tough situation.
It has 0 time. Even if Makaloff finds the 2 frags here, needs to make it all the way across the map to find the 3rd. And looks like Maka just trying to save on the way out. EZ5 have found a way to scrape together a round win. Now 10-5. They can't let up just yet. They have to keep pushing forward.
That they do. I do like that they at least hold on to something there out of Makalov. It'll allow an opportunity in this one. He still won't be able to drop across because of how rough the money is, but the Sheriffs can try and get something done. EZ5, I love how slow they're playing, right? They're not getting over aggressive. They're not egoing here. I think we've seen them do that sometimes when they get really confident, but they're giving respect to the Knights. And with how the Knights is playing, with how slow they've been, that's exactly what they need to be doing. It's successful thus far, but can it be successful for 5 more to squelch out this lead?
Yeah, that's the most difficult part about it is, okay, now you have to do it again. Okay, now you have to do it again. Okay, now you have to do it again. And,
round by round.
Although this round is a bit more doable because it is just that hero rifle on this side of Makalov. You can't count anybody out, especially if there are some Sheriffs involved. Wire across the site. Not too sure how wall bangable that is, but Decop will be there just in case. Ooh, actually spots out Maka, and this could be the only rifle going down here. Shots. Oh, no, it's Maka to come out on top, so the rifle stays up. The cage will slow things down. Com going to push right on through it. The running gun not going to land. It's a right click from Silex, and Knights are finding a way to secure this round. The snake bite going to slow things down. Pancake's going to look to push right on through it, but right in to the welcome arms of the Vandal of Makalov and EZ5. Down to their last 2.
Save.
They might just save here.
Yeah, I think so.
Pecky might not be able to.
Yeah, he might even fall. He finds DSR instead, so maybe this is a way back in. He has knives to work with, but the gun, likely what he's going to be favoring. Just listen to the time, though. Knights, everyone's playing on the site. Their lives don't matter too much here because it was just the eco. Who cares if they fall at this point? And look, they don't even have to. Xilinx has fought out towards spawn. They'll be able to keep all of these recovered weapons into the next round. They'll find 11. EZ5, I mean, they'll have the rifle they've saved here on the back of Konpeki, and they'll have Konpeki's knives in this next one, but that's a heartbreaker. They played that so isolated. They gave away those 1vx duels, and Knights capitalized perfectly.
And that was, you know, it didn't ring out there, but damn near a thrifty round for the Knights. Yeah. They had Makalov on that hero rifle, and I think they bought a bit around it, maybe shields at the very least. Xilinx was still on a classic and able to find a kill, so that's a really tough pill to swallow for EZ5. When they just found their first round in the second half, they're looking to string things together, and we'd said, you know, this is the round where you can't count anybody out. EZ5 need to pick this one up to keep the momentum moving forward, and they just couldn't do it. So I wonder where that momentum is now, if any. Is Konpeki able to trade back those 2 kills? ESR picks one up onto Pancakes, but favorable for EZ5. Unfortunately for Konpeki, lower in the HP department, so we'll look to play trades here in the side of Hookah, but that Spike slowly working its way up towards A. It's going to be a 3v2 on the side as Ziff gets spotted out. Exalt going to use that utility to try and clear out some of the angles. Calm goes up with the cam, able to find the tag. Spray down, going to keep Calm at bay for now, and Gucci just looks to delay, looks to slow things down. The Knights might have the recipe to secure another round. Blade still online, but Konpeki very low.
Yeah, and Decop is still holding in towards Hookah. He knows how much Knights love these teleporter plays, so is ready to deny it. EZ5 just tapping on these breaks for a moment, waiting for Knights to make a mistake. The Owl Drone will see Calm. Knights still yet to break contact.
Gucci going to go up there with the one-way wall from the opposition. Ziff going to have that one up as the teleporter is taken, and you called it out perfectly here. The rotation's coming on through, but Decop maybe goes on checks, finds the first, finds the second, finds the third. EZ5 will find their 6th.
Yeah, look at, he's even going to throw his gun over for Calm to recover. They see the near thrifty round of the Knights, and, well, they do one that's pretty darn close of their own. That was so well read from Decop. He knows how often they've been doing these teleporter plays, so he was just hunkered down, ready for it. Knights get lazy, don't check thoroughly on his angle. He's able to find 3 off the spray down. It's a huge round for EZ5, but still, his margin for error is near 0. Just 2 rounds away, losing out on their map choice, but now they have money, and now they have a bit of insurance backed up behind it because it was just the thrifty. They get a little extra in their bank, so a much better look out of EZ5, and I love this from Pancakes. Get aggressive, find the opener, back up, but it's not working in his favor. Even trades.
Even trades, so not too bad at the end of the day. And speaking of even trades, the Hunter Shuri going to be traded out from both sides as well. It's only going to be damage exchanged across the map. Viper's Pit going to be used to hold things down for EZ5 on the A site. I mean, well, we kind of saw this previously. We actually saw EZ5 looking at something like this on Ascent where, sure, there's a Viper's Pit, but you've got the rounds to work with. You quite possibly have the utility. If you're the Knights, why not? You know, say, we know that you're trying to take A away from us, but we're not going to let you. With that, a Resurrection has been used. I believe the sites have been set on the B site. So rotation from Decop. I'm still holding it down here as well. It's going to be a 5 or make it a 4 B2 on the side as the bolt comes through. I wonder if that's enough to buy a rotation here.
Oh, it is. Decop's already leaving. It's down to just a Cypher of Calm, and he's pushing up. This is false information. He hasn't spotted them just yet. Now he will, but he falls. Doesn't know that's a spike. Doesn't know how many can be on this site. And now B is completely free. EZ5, down by 2 men, have to try and force their way into this retake, but Decop finds the first, finds a way back in.
A nice pickup to have, especially with that raise off the table. Means a lot of utility gone as well. Gucci able to find another just after that spike gets planted. As we go ult for ult across the map. This time it's Ziff to have that ult online as Konpeki trying to bring up the rear. Not able to find the frag there. Decop goes through with the drone and spots out the Sage, but not the Viper. So a tough one to find. Gucci playing on the inside, able to find Ziff. Should be able to take the ult down. Now in a 2v2 situation. It's EZ5 still working against the clock. Somebody has to get on the spike. Makalov with the high ground, trying to send some shots. The tracers are being seen. Decop is just sticking it, but he'll finally go down, and it's DSR once more to clutch things out for the Knights.
DSR is just always going huge in these crucial moments. Knights onto match point, onto the match point of their opponent's map choice. And I think EZ5 did a great job at trying to recover there. They fight down the Viper's Pit. They have that wall set up for the retake. I mean, that was likely the plan from the beginning for Gucci. He can anchor down towards Hookah. He can have that wall to work back in against the post plant, but he falls out of the position. Knights fight back, retake Hookah, and use it in the end to win out the 2v2. EZ5, I don't think their economy is going to be looking great here. This could be the end, at least for this map.
Yeah, and I mean, this is kind of scary because EZ5 are looking like Titans. Now, what do we call the Knights? If they're able to dethrone EZ5 after they just beat NRG, it feels like this whole tier 2 scene is slowly climbing through the ranks to just be the Titan killers as EZ5 hang on just a bit here in this round. They find an early frag. It's Decop to do just that, but now stuck inside the teleporter. A very spooky spot to be in, and the rest of the squad looking to bail him out. It's Calm to push forward. Neural Theft for the information. Knights down to their final 3. As the wall goes up, it should stop a push momentarily. Gucci is there to find the frag onto DSR. So again, it's Knights on the back foot. They're trying to find this kill onto Decop. I feel like they're putting so much value into this one, but how much are they going to get out of it? It's Ziff to find 3. It's Ziff to look to hang on, but he just can't do it. It's EZ5 instead to hang on here and find their 7.
Huge work out of Ziff. Somehow he almost pulls that back from the precipice and makes it look doable, at least for a moment. I mean, Knights, they're lining themselves up to be a Titan killer. There is always a bigger fish, and the Knights are looking to be just that for EZ5. Again, even when their winning rounds are taking so much damage, it's just been the trades back and forth. No one has been able to fully establish themselves in this half, and Knights are fine with that because they went in with such a huge advantage. Trading is great for them. In fact, it's almost better than a streak of rounds because they keep this economy weird. Even these sheriffs dealing damage can shut down a lot for EZ5 because there's no opportunity to reset. You reset, you lose at this point. And for the Knights, slowly. I like it. They know it's an eco, but they're still taking things chill, waiting for EZ5 to try and make a mistake because they know that when you get that streak of rounds going, sometimes you feel it a little too much. You get a little over aggro. You make those mistakes, but this is not one. Perfect paranoia. Kempeki capitalizes. Pancakes does fall, but Kempeki there, the safe hands for this squad to shut everything down. He's looking for a 4K, but Exalt denies that. Damage dealt, and it should be around for EZ5.
Again, you can't really count out the sheriffs, and it's a Phantom actually picked up here. Spike in hand. Name a better duo. The Knights and teleport plays. Looks like Exalt gonna hang on for just a second, see if anybody comes swinging this way. Gucci, in the meanwhile, making sure that a teleport play is not possible and should hear the footsteps. Should Exalt push through short. There's a teleport. Here comes the 1v1 possibility. It's the Spectre in the back. No, it's Exalt to find the frag. Not like this, Mimi. A 1v2, but a winnable one
He's
at that.
He's still healthy. Yeah, he's still healthy. He can get the spike down plenty of time. He can even re-rotate. The EZ5, they're trying to take this retake quickly to deny it all. Playing it together with a 1v2, this shouldn't be possible.
Spike down in an interesting spot. Oh, a nice tag, though. Gonna give away Exalt's position. Recon Bolt gonna go out as well. Cage goes up. Spike tapped. Might just force a peek from the backside, and that's actually going to be the case. Exalt finds one through the cage. The paint shell's online. No ultimate available here, so it's going to be playing around the time. Is Calm going to throw out the cam. It's immediately taken down. Another tap on the spike. Forces Exalt to push up here, but he's wary of the play. It's Calm to come out on top, and it's EZ5 to hang on to live to fight another round.
Exalt made that not only look doable, but he made it look probable. The 1v1, he held the advantage, but Calm still able to come out on top. EZ5, they have got to be having a bit of a panic attack after that one, because that is just a round that should have never been anywhere near that close. And, well, it is a round at the end of the day. 8-4, 4 rounds left, or excuse me, 8 to 12, excuse me. Math is really hard, Tanner, but what I'm trying to get at is that they need 4 more rounds to bring this back into overtime. And it's looking doable. Op up for Kempeki. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities to op thus far this game, and we know what a demon he can be with this weapon. Maybe he's the man to turn the tides, to pull EZ5 back into this one.
EZ5 Words are hard as well, just as hard
Yeah.
as math. Oh no, Decop gonna teleport again. The Hunter's Fury used. Exalt doesn't have
No
any
way.
room to play with there as Decop taken dangerously low. Finally will fall. The last time we saw that play, the Knights put so much stock into making sure Decop didn't come out of the teleporter. Fortunately, this time Decop ends up going down nice and early because I feel like that was the demise of the Knights previously. So good on Decop to find that frag. Unfortunate that he went down there in the end, but things are still even across the map for the most part. A 4v4. The only ultimate online here is for EZ5. It's going to be that From the Shadows. We'll see how that one gets used by Pancakes. The Spectre in hand. And Spike slowly bringing up the rear. A lot of weight on Kempeki here on the B site with that operator.
He's yet to shoot. They're unaware that he has this weapon. Maybe they can read into it, but it's hard to say.
30
Holding an
seconds
interesting line. Looks like he won't be tested there. Heading back in towards this A site. This either has to be the finish or it has to be a teleporter play. Smoke out in towards the B site. They're trying to tell something, but they have to get through this Cypher setup. Com could end it all.
It's able to find one onto Silenx with the rotation back. It's all three now corralled out as the wall goes up. Snakebite narrowly missed there. Might find a bit of vulnerability. Gucci finds another kill. Ziff to trade it back. Towards the back of the site will be shot through the box. It's Ziff for two. It's a Viper's Pit. Going to be queued up. Pancakes looking to fight right through it. Has the damage, but doesn't find the frag just yet. It's very low here on the Vipers. Pancakes just looks to stick right outside as Kempeki going to find the kill up close and personal. Knives in hand. 7 HP. It comes down to this. The play into the air, but it's Makalov to strip him of his wings and win the game for the Knights.
Wow, that is one of the strongest maps for EZ5. They beat EG, they beat NRG just in that last series, and the Knights take them down. A squad that I had rather low expectations for, but this new roster for them is proving excellent. They find that win. It does start to slip away from them, but the start of it was so dominant. A fantastic side on there.